Alright guys, so today's video, we're gonna do budget fat loss meals. So I'm gonna show you how to cook these 3 meals, but first, let's go to the shops. Eggs, always an essential when we're doing budget fat loss meals or muscle gain meals. Good source of protein, good source of fats, pretty cheap, and it's broken. So, does that mean it's cheaper if it's broken? Let's get a new one. Yeah, we're good. So what we'll need again for budget is toilet paper, as you can see. It's a pandemic out here in Australia. I don't know why. I don't know if that's the same all over the world, but hang on, have we got some? Oh no, that's paper towel. Oh yeah, how's this? Aggressive and abusive behavior will not be tolerated. No, but we don't need that yet. We need frozen veggies. Yeah, I found them, frozen veggies. So really good option because they are cheaper than fresh ones, and I don't think they're that bad. I mean, if you get a good brand, they're pretty much the same, and they taste great, and it's so easy. So done. Pro tip, always get your meat from the butcher. So much cheaper. All right, meat is secured. Let's do this. So guys, like I said, we're doing fat loss meals on a budget. Now, we're doing 3 meals today. This isn't a whole day of eating, so you're not meant to have like breakfast, lunch, and dinner for this. They're just 3 different examples. So we're doing 1 breakfast meal, and then the rest are kind of like lunch or dinner or whatever you want to do. So what we're gonna do is, one is gonna be a cheeseburger bowl. Now, it just sounds a lot better than calling it a salad. It's a cheeseburger bowl because it's basically like, I think I made it up. I'm gonna say that I made it up. It literally tastes exactly like eating a cheeseburger because it's the whole deconstruction without any bread. So, and we're gonna make it more of a fat loss version too. So that's exciting. We've got that coming up. We've got a chicken parmigiana too, like a low calorie one. And we've also got baked eggs, which I haven't done before, but in theory, it sounded good in my head. So we'll see how that turns out. But we're gonna start, it could just be an absolute mess. I have no idea. But we're gonna start with the cheeseburger bowl. So any of this, like butter lettuce or whatever lettuce you want to get, it's fucking lettuce, isn't it? It's all the same thing. No, but this is, the softer it is, the better it is, I think. Okay. Depends how much fat this has in it. We might need to use a bit of oil. Because with that beef mince, really you want to get the cheapest beef mince if you're on a budget, which is always the fattest. So I've done the macros here to use regular, like 20% fat beef mince. But this is like the leanest thing of all time, so it's burning. We'll come back to it. See, look at that, there's like literally no fat in that. Salt and peps. Pickles. These are the ingredients for the cheeseburger bowl. Low fat cheese. Low sugar ketchup, regular old Koopy, mustard, tomatoes. Goddamn pickles, why do they have to be so small? You know, let's just throw them in. Get a bit of pickle juice in there. Tastes good. Good. It's not too bad, I guess. Bang. Now, in an ideal world, you'd mix all this together. You'd give it a good mix because obviously that's how you want to eat it. But for the purpose of this video, it will look like literally just a sack of dicks if I mix all of this in front of you guys. So I'm going to leave it like that. Now time for the chicken parma. So, and just before we go any further, I say parma. Do you say parma or palmy? Good. Everybody in the comments apparently is 6 years old and goes palmy. Like, I reckon little babies say palmy. Anyway, we're gonna make some parmas with chicken breast. And we're gonna bash it out, put a bit of this southern fried chicken seasoning on it. Really, really good, tastes amazing. Only use a little bit, so it doesn't matter. If it's got skin on, cheaper, but I was lazy today, so let's pretend like this has skin on. And you wanna bash it out. So any kind of like kitchen utensil is fine. We've got a bat today, so get your baseball bat. It actually works really well. And that is what you call a home run. Dust this over the top. Give it a little flip. Sweet, so I'm gonna spray this with olive oil and we'll bake it for around 10 minutes. All right, in the oven it goes. Hey Siri, set a timer for 10 minutes. Get to everyone's series. Everyone's series. All right, while that's doing that, we're gonna make our potatoes. Now, Australians, you're lucky. We're using charisma potatoes. These are low carb potatoes. From my knowledge, I don't think these are even in America or UK or anywhere else except for Australia. So either, if you're shopping at Woolies, these ones, otherwise IGA have Belita and Coles have charisma. There you go. I know my potatoes apparently. It's so embarrassing that I know that. So the easiest way for me to cook these is dice them up and literally microwave. So you can air fry them or bake them if you want. Both are really good, but I just really like them in the microwave. Put them in for like 10 minutes and it's so easy, tastes good. Bit of a spray, bit of salt. And in they go, 10 to 12 minutes. And there you have it. Here's some I prepared earlier that have obviously shrunk a little bit, but that's all good. So now time for the veg. So when it comes to this frozen veg, easiest way for me to do it is just defrost it. So chuck it in the microwave. Way too, and that's about 1 meal plate. A bit too much veg, but you know, what are you gonna do? And then once it's defrosted, then we'll just put it on the pan real quick just to add a bit of flavor to it. Okay, so these are defrosted now, and we're just gonna put coconut oil in the pan. I'm lazy, so I'm just gonna spray it. Bit on here. Bit of seasoning. This is how I do all my veg, because then I just put whatever sauces I want on top. Like if I want to use a Nando sauce or whatever, it's just easy. Some spuds on here. See, they actually go like crispy somehow. It's like they got no water in it, but I like it. And this is where you think, do you put the parma on top of the chips? What would you say?
Parma.
On the chips or to the side?
On chips.
Oh, Hafiy's one of the guys that puts parmas on the chips. You know when you go...
What's wrong with it?
Okay, here's what's wrong with it. You go to a restaurant and you get a parma and then they put the parma, bang, straight in the chips. And then you go, sweet. By the time they get to those chips, they're soggy as all hell.
That's because you eat so slow. Bro, you just eat the chips first. And then go to the...
How can you eat the chips first when they're under the parma? Then you got to move the parma over.
No, because you save the best bit after.
So what's the best bit?
The chicken.
So then you have to move the chicken to eat the chips underneath it. So this chicken, guys, it looks dry as hell. So who's kidding who? So what we need is sauce and cheese. Now, lucky for you guys, I know how to make a really good Italian sauce. I've shown you this before, so I'm not going to run through it. Actually, I will. This is it.
Garlic, diced. A splash of olive oil. 2 tins of tomatoes. Salt and pepper. Pinch of stevia. And just let that cook.
So that is the sauce. Now, we just call it salsa. I don't know why. I think it could be an Italian thing, but I'm just going to call it salsa, so that's it. Now. Hey?
That's not Italian.
I don't know. I don't know if it is. I think it is. Unless my dad's been lying to me this whole time. Well, I just call it salsa, but maybe without the L, I don't know. I think it's a translation. So, scuba that. This is like the best pasta sauce. It's so easy too. Like it's so good. Pure heaven. Very cheap. Where's my cheese at? All right, let's put that back, just so it melts. See, that looks massive, like actually looks huge. Hang on. Whew. Bang, look at that, done. How good does that look, apart from that little mess there? Chicken parma, not on the chips. So next up, we've got baked eggs. Now, like I said, I've never made this before, but in my head, it seems like a great idea. So we're gonna use the salsa again, because it's just the best. So let's chuck a little bit in the bottom of this dish. Bit of spinach. I want to just whack it in. Ham, decent source of protein. Eggs on top. Not even looking. Not even looking. All right, now just bacon this. Bacon this. How good are food puns? Okay, we're gonna bacon this first. And I may or may not put cheese in this when I'm done. I haven't decided yet. We'll see how it looks. Yeah, I reckon that looks sick. Bang. I put a little bit more sauce on as well because I was feeling it was a little bit too dry and the sauce is just the best. So, and plus, if you guys missed the tutorial on how to toast bread, you might need to go back to school. Anyway, I don't know whether I should really even get rid of this. What do you think? I don't want to ruin the aesthetics of it. Let's leave it like that. Because I feel like if I try to move that in there, it's gonna look gross. So I'm gonna leave that. Let's get the other meals and we'll do a final little run through here. So this is what we're dealing with in the end. We've got the baked eggs with a piece of toast because fat loss, one piece of toast is okay. And that, I'm actually really proud of that. That's decent. Now, we have a cheeseburger bowl too, or a cheeseburger salad, whatever you want to call it. It's basically like a big burger without the bread. That's what it's meant to taste like. This is one of my favorite meals when I'm dieting, just because it feels like you're eating like a cheeseburger, like legit, it's cool. And also too, like I said, the macros for this are as if it's used with full fat beef mince, which is the cheapest. But for this, I literally accidentally got premium, so it's lean. Anyway, then we have the chicken parma with charisma potatoes and veg. Now, it depends on like what your goals are and your individual needs. So you guys might need to increase or decrease calories. I've done a like pretty basic one, like a little bit of potatoes, a little bit of bread, but by all means, adjust it to your needs. So guys, that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm very happy with this. Hey, do you think we did well?
It looks colourful.
It does. It looks very colourful, and that's when you know you're gonna get shredded, is when your food's colourful. I just made that up. But anyway, guys, that is it for me. If you guys want to get any Gymshark as well, the link is in the description as always. And that is it for me. Have you got anything else? All right. Well, you guys definitely know what to do. Stay massive.
I got a fresh cut in the denims, all these sexy jeans in my section, and slide into your DMs in the PM and the AM. Then I slide into your feelings when you see just what I'm saying.